time. Gentleman from North Carolina.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to yield 3 minutes to the gentleman from California, Mr. Rohrabacher.
Gentleman from California is recognized, pardon me, for 3 minutes.
Here's someone who says billions of dollars and Afghanistan both. I rise in support of the resolution and in support of our military personnel who are putting their lives in jeopardy in Afghanistan. They are doing their duty for us, for which every American should be eternally grateful. Now we must do our duty to them. If our military is engaged in a dangerous mission that we believe cannot be successful, but for face saving, we are keeping them there, we are doing a disservice to our defenders and to our nation. The people of Afghanistan are as courageous and independent as any on earth. They are indomitable and unconquerable, a lesson invaders have learned the hard way for centuries. The liberation of Afghanistan from the Taliban was accomplished not by a massive influx of American troops, but instead by fighters of the Northern Alliance militias and the air support that we provided them. It was a tremendous success. When they were doing the fighting, it was a success. When we try to do the fighting all over the world, we lose. We cannot be a nation that occupies the rest of the world. We cannot be a country that sends its troops all over the world to handle every problem. Our foreign policy bureaucracy, however, after the great success of eliminating the Taliban from Afghanistan, our foreign policy bureaucracy, not our troops, set in place a government structure totally inconsistent with the village and tribal culture of the Afghan people. That is no surprise or information to anybody. Most of us understand that. They have a tribal culture there in Afghanistan and a village system. That is what works for them. Our State Department tried to foist upon them a centralized system which they don't even elect their provincial governors. Our troops are there now after they were liberated from the Taliban by Afghans. Our troops are there to force the Afghan people to accept an overly centralized and corrupt system put in place by our State Department bureaucracy. I'm sorry, it won't work. It will not work. Any attempt to subjugate these people and force them to acquiesce to our vision of Afghanistan will fail. And if it will fail, and we all understand that, if we're honest with ourselves, we know that that tactic won't succeed. To keep our troops over there any longer is sinful. It's a disservice to our country, but it's also sinful to those young men who are willing to give their legs and their lives for us. Then it's up to Congress now to stand up for those Americans who I would ask for an additional 30 seconds.
I yield the gentleman an additional 30 seconds.
The gentleman is recognized for an additional 30 seconds.
So it is up to us in Congress to stand up for those Americans in uniform who will be needlessly giving their lives to accomplish a mission that cannot be accomplished. If it can't be done, we should not be sending them over there. The most responsible course of action is to, as quickly as possible, get our people out of this predicament, not to dig us in deeper, and not to wait until this bloody quagmire kills even more Americans and we have to leave with without success. If we can't win, we should pull them out now, and we can't. Thank you.
Gentleman's time has expired. This gentleman from